And now, from the cold and dreary Midwest, comes the most magical podcast on earth, Magic in the Midwest Podcast, starring USA Today bestselling author J.B. Michaels and his more successful wife, Ashley. And now, your hosts. Hey everybody, how are you? It's Magic in the Midwest Podcast number 35, ladies and gentlemen. I am J.B. Michaels, USA Today bestselling author of many books, 14 to be exact. And this is my more successful wife,
Ashley Michaels.
And we just love doing the Magic in the Midwest podcast. Right now, we are definitely wishing that we were down south in Florida, because it is quite chilly up here today in the Midwest. It's very cold. It's the first day, I think, in a while that it's hit, freezing temps. So it is chilly. So please, make sure to, check us out on Bandcamp. Thank you to our Bandcamp subscribers. So Magic in the Midwest Podcast.bandcamp.com is a great place for you to go to get double the episodes. All it takes is just $3 a month for you to subscribe and to support the podcast as we kind of make our way to in the podcast world. Thank you for sponsoring it, those of you who already have. We really appreciate you. Please check out the books at MrMichaels.com, MISTER, Michaels.com, for a free book, and also just to check out the books that I've already made. And I've got to update that site. There's a lot more stuff I need to add. So very, very cool. Also, if you need any insurance needs, home, auto, whatever it is you guys need to talk about, if you're a business owner, whatever you need, please let me know at Magic in the Midwest Podcast at gmail.com. So today's topic is going to be about, we're heading back into studios, Hollywood studios. We're going to talk about the dining options in Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park. And man, it's going to be, if you're hungry, we apologize in advance, because, it's going to be one of those podcasts where we talk about food a lot, and you'll probably want to eat the food that we're talking about. So, all right, Ash, so how's it going? What's going on with you? What's happening?
Living the dream over here. Everything's real good.
That sounds sarcastic, perhaps.
Way to pick up on that.
Whew. You know how it's going to go today, everybody.
It's good. Today. I'm excited to talk about food. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, so I like when we talk about dining.
Yes.
Lots of great options at the studios.
Yes, so if you go to the Disney website, it says, immersive dining experiences. Explore flavors from across the galaxy in a land far, far away. Of course, they're talking about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and all of the options there. And now it says that dining reservations are available online. It says all guests may now make dining reservations online up to 60 days in advance. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. All right, so we're going to go through, just kind of the mix of the different types of dining here. And for the most part, it's really weird. Like, I don't feel like, up until recently, there really wasn't that many options for people to eat in studios. Like, studios just seemed like it lacked. I mean, obviously, it's nowhere near the restaurant, the restaurant count per se that Epcot has, right? Sit-down restaurant type of count. I don't think it has as many as Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has a lot.
Yeah, but don't you think it's like
but now it's expanded.
Yeah,
so.
You know what? When we were talking about it before we started recording, I was actually surprised by how many you were naming. But I also feel like a lot has changed with the park, recently. Like, like you're saying,
right. And a lot of it is just quick service.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes, there are places you could go get food technically, but and now they're going to be adding even more. They're adding another Toy Story Land restaurant, sit-down restaurant.
Right.
So that's
I think that's what it is. Like for me, since we have not been there since Galaxy's Edge has opened, for us, I don't even think about that. Like it's kind of like in the back of my mind.
Right.
And then same with Toy Story Land. I just think of that little quick service that they have.
Woody's Lunchbox. Yeah.
And so there's really just a few places for me that come to mind.
Right,
which is
right.
Interesting. But there's a lot there, actually.
There is actually. More than you would think,
actually. There is, actually.
Actually, there is, actually.
Wow.
Actually, Ashley, there really is.
Side story. Actually. Ever tell you about the time that I was a very good student, okay? I was always a very good student in school, and I wasn't paying attention in one of my language arts classes, and the teacher said, actually, and I thought that she said Ashley, like she was calling on me to read, because we were being called on to read, and I started reading out loud.
How do you do that?
And because I wasn't paying attention. And it was, I think I could feel my face turning like the shade of scarlet. Very deep red.
Oh.
And I said like a few words.
And everybody was like,
and then I kind of noticed and I was like, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to talk about that.
Burrowed straight into the ground after that.
Right, as you should.
Mm-hmm.
As you should.
Mm-hmm.
You idiot. So, all right, so one of the original restaurants and one of the original dining experiences of Hollywood Studios was a sit-down restaurant that we went to the last time we were there, and that is the 50s Primetime Cafe, which is cool. It says here, it's, if you look on Disney's website, it always has the, how much things are by the amount of money signs next to the names or underneath the names.
Yeah.
So this is 2 money signs, okay, $2 signs.
Money signs.
Money signs. Money signs. $15 to $35.
What's the most money signs you can have? 4?
4, yeah.
Which ones are 1? I don't know.
Yikes! I don't know. So
vending machines?
just like quick service stuff. Just quick services.
Some of the quick service stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 money signs.
Yeah, 2 money signs. The description on the website is dining located in Echo Lake at Disney's Hollywood Studios, which we did talk a little bit about in our Echo Lake episode. It's a classic American comfort food, 50s kitsch, and a good old-fashioned family gathering. Take you back to a bygone era. Okay, so that is what they call it. And this is always one of the very popular restaurants in the parks, and especially this park.
And it is great food. I would highly recommend if you're looking for some place to get a reservation. In Hollywood Studios, I had fabulous
pot roast
when we were there. It was really good. The
it was
ambiance,
tender.
Just the way it feels in the restaurant is cool. You're kind of like in little kitchens.
Yeah, it's
with
awesome.
just a few other tables
with 50s black and white televisions.
Yeah, like you feel like you're at your grandparents' house or something. Like I don't know. It's just it's a cool vibe in there. Me and my vibes, but it's like you walk in there and it's just
feels it's different.
Yeah,
right?
it's cool.
It's an age that is not.
But the food. Anymore. I mean, I think everyone we were with. My parents and you and Harrison, but everyone loved their meal.
Yes.
I mean, it was the best meal that I had last time we were there.
Right.
Very good.
So what she's talking about is one of their signature entrees. I mean, you could get, this is the type of food here. I mean, like when they say American, they really mean it. It's got fried chicken, meatloaf, Caesar salad with chicken, and then sort of a sampling of everything. And then, of course, Mom's old-fashioned pot roast, which is $24.
It was so good. Worth it.
And it's slow-cooked. This is the description. Slow-cooked till fork tender. and served with roasted garlic, mashed potatoes, brown gravy, and garnished with carrots, celery, and onions. So it is a really tasty.
And if you have a picky eater, it's a great place to go because there's lots of options that are,
Right.
Right.
There's different
plain
things.
eaters. Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to make you eat your vegetables if you didn't eat them.
Yeah, kind of like an Ed DeBevick's for those of you that know that.
Right,
place.
where they sort of the servers sort of put out a performance. They still do to a certain extent, but it's way more scaled
we asked
back.
for straws and she was like,
She threw it on the table, right?
And then
It
she's
was
like,
funny.
next time, get it yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it was funny.
And I was like, where's an application to work here?
Yeah. I
get
mean, the
to
sarcasm.
be myself.
Yes, yeah, you could totally be yourself.
So could you.
No, I'm actually great and nice. I'm actually definitely the nicer
You just
one.
fake it more.
Definitely the nicer one.
No, you're definitely the meaner.
I'm definitely
like on the inside, I'm the nicer.
I have the heart of gold. Okay, anyway.
No, you just say that you do.
Right.
No, but definitely check it out if you have not checked it out. And I'm going to put a pull up on the Instagram. We talk about who is
pull-up?
a pull up.
It sounded like you said pull up.
I might
I'm going to put one of Harrison's pull ups on Instagram.
Picture up.
Right. Right.
Yeah, check it out.
Yes.
We've spent way too much time talking about one restaurant.
Well, we got time. And then we, of course, for dessert.
We don't really. I feel like Harrison's going to be down here any minute complaining about what he's
is
doing.
warm apple pie crisp a la mode.
Are you just talking over me?
Chocolate peanut butter layered cake a la mode. And then, of course, Mom's brownie. Chocolate brownie served with a heaping scoop of vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, and whipped cream. I think we did get that, didn't we?
I think we did.
Yeah, we just went all
dessert.
out. We were like, let's just be, ginormous. by
My
the end of
mom
this
is
meal.
always on board for dessert.
Yeah, she is a very...
She kind of pushed us into it.
Right. And there's an assortment of mixed drinks you could get. I won't go into depth there because you're right. We do have to guess. I guess we do have to keep going. Okay. So next on the list of Disney Hollywood Studios restaurants, okay, we have. He's just talking to himself.
Yeah,
it's fine. He's just, we have the
focusing?
ABC Commissary, which is, again, this is just a counter service. This is $1 sign.
Money sign.
And this is, again, American fare, chicken sandwiches, burgers, chicken strips.
Where's this at?
This is on Commissary Lane. So it's like a narrow street, like right next to the animation courtyard.
Oh, yeah.
Like right near
okay.
there. Kind of on your way to Star Tours, the Star Tours area.
Got it.
And you can get mobile orders here. It's good. I'll be honest. The ABC Commissary is neat. It actually has, you're sitting around. The reason why it's called commissary is that every studio lot has a commissary on it. Where the actors, the crew, the cast, the directors can go get some food. They always called them commissaries. So, Boris Karloff was actually found on the Universal lot. And one of the guys, the casting directors, was like, who's that guy? He's a contract player at the time. And he's like, we should make him the monster. As he was, sitting in his Sunday best. Literally, he was dressed to the nines in a suit. He was an Englishman. He was a very proper Englishman, Boris Karloff. And they found him in the commissary. And they were like, oh my gosh, he would be perfect. And a legend was born. Yes. So the ABC commissary, it's cool because you're sitting around. There's back in the day, there used to be Castle, or whatever favorite shows.
Love Castle.
Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic. Good show. There used to be, so they have the shows, Modern Family. They got the posters of what's ever on ABC at the time. So it's, decent place to get lunch, right?
Yeah,
or if you're in a pinch, you need to eat, guys. Yeah, go there.
But you need to eat.
$14.99 and under. Okay, and then Anaheim Produce, which is what you were talking about, which is Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of places to sit there. It's got a great frozen margarita you could get at Anaheim Produce.
We usually know where those are.
Yeah, the golden frozen margarita it's called. And you could get, usually there's fresh fruit over there. I'm not sure if that's still the case. I don't know, but there is. usually get some healthier options over at the Anaheim.
Yeah, they used to
Produce.
have like a cup of like veggies, like cut carrot sticks and celery with hummus and stuff like that. I don't know if they still do.
When I looked at the menu today, it said that did not have that.
But you know what?
So
They
might have
never
scaled
had it
things
on the
back.
menu. They always just had it out like in these
Oh yeah,
ice
Oh yeah,
like things, and then there's just prices on them.
Oh,
So
okay.
it might be something that maybe they've scaled back.
They don't have to
or
prepare it.
maybe that
They just
maybe
grab
it's not
it.
on the menu. I have no idea.
okay. All right, cool.
So if you're looking for something healthier, you could check there and see what's going on.
Yes. And then, of course, we have the Backlot Express, which is another counter service. This is over at Echo Lake, kind of nestled right next to Star Tours and the Jedi Academy area. It's kind of it's a big quick service place. Lots of room to sit there.
Yeah, and like they have chicken fingers and fries.
Yeah,
and
again,
all that
same
big stuff.
type
This
of
is where we
thing.
met my roommate and her husband
When they were sloshed.
after they did drinking around the world, and we did not.
Yeah, and they made
And
it to Epcot somehow.
to Hollywood Studios.
Or, sorry, they made it from Epcot to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, and it
somehow.
was pretty funny watching them at the table.
Yeah,
about to
not
mess
only
up.
is it super hot, but... and
Dehydration,
Yeah, it was
lots
bad.
of different types of alcohol.
Intravenous liquids may have been needed.
It
Yes,
was there was
yes.
lots of giggling. Yeah.
So the Backlot Express, again, this is mobile order friendly, so you could easily do that. Not every counter service, quick service area is mobile order, so you might want to double check. And like I said, if you can take advantage of the mobile orders, guys, do it. Really do it. It's awesome. And then something that your current accounting firm would like is a new place right near Muppets, the Muppets 3D show, and right near the entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge over there, is the Baseline Tap House, which has a bunch of different beers that you could try, craft beer, and pretzels, with honey mustard, like big, soft pretzels, and snacks, and just get some, hang out, get a beer.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool place.
Yeah.
Kind of like a rock bottom, like basically a micro brewery type of situation in the park.
Cool.
Kind of neat. That's relatively new, actually. And then over in Galaxy's Edge, there's Docking Bay 7, Food and Cargo. Again, another counter service and mobile order. Don't know much about it because we haven't been there. But it's very Star Wars-y. There aren't really traditional seats.
Star Warsy.
So you kind of sit on these like stool things, but they're cool.
Stool
and then,
things.
Okay,
Star
so
Wars-y.
here's one of the more. Okay, this is a character dining experience.
Sorry.
And this is unfortunately one of the more. We've been there, and in our now we haven't been there in a while, and they may have changed up their menu. We did the Phantasmic dining experience with Hollywood and Vine. Mm-hmm. Hollywood and Vine is a family style buffet type of situation.
Yes.
Characters are great. It's got Mickey and I think it's Minnie, and it's a good character dining experience for the characters. Now the dining part
It's bad.
is not super great, right?
See, JB says not super great. I say it was bad.
You say it was bad.
I love most food. Does not have to be fancy. It does not have to be top dollar. If something tastes good, I will say it's good.
Right. Right.
This food was bad.
Yeah.
And I know that there are a lot of parents out there that say, well, if the characters are great, I don't care. And I get that. I really do. But I know from other places on Disney property that Disney does know how to do dining that is a buffet
That's
with
good.
characters that is
Crystal
much better.
Palace.
So there are
Crystal
so
Palace.
many other places you can go for the same amount of money
Right.
that does it much better. Why make the sacrifice?
Right.
Because it's bad. It was bad. And like we said, it's been a while. That was
Yeah.
over 5 years ago. But we have heard it from, other sources.
Other
that it's
sources,
still
reviews.
not the best. So much
it-
better options on property to...
It is a really cool, exclusive. Like, it's a kind of a. I mean, I feel bad that
I
the
don't.
food
It's
isn't
like
great.
all I remembered was that the food was
Well, no.
almost not edible.
I feel bad for Minnie Mouse That's what I was gonna say. Because Minnie's like featured, at Hollywood and Vine.
I know, but it's like, they know
Which
how
is
to do it
just
well.
sad.
And they
Minnie
just
deserves
choose
better.
to have the food be bad. And so many people go there for this character experience. And it's like cafeteria food from
Yeah.
when we were in second grade.
Minnie deserves better.
Yeah, it was, I mean,
does.
and if you don't mind the food, then that's fine.
Some
But,
people probably don't mind.
I mean,
but
I don't know. I'm not one of those people that
Yeah.
really minds food, and it was bad.
yeah. So one of the advantages. I've honestly I'd never been there, and then I just did the package thing because I really wanted you to
The
see.
package thing was cool.
I really wanted you to have a good spot and not have to wait super long to go see Fantasmic, because Fantasmic is amazing. So I wanted you to see that.
Are there other restaurants in Hollywood Studios where you can do that? Or is it just there?
I think
Like, can you
no,
do
there
that?
is. Yeah, there's multiple locations for
Okay.
it. Yeah, I think you could do like Brown Derby as well with it, which brings us again to probably the best restaurant in all of Hollywood Studios, and that's the Hollywood Brown Derby, which of course is, it's just a really neat restaurant. It says here, step into the golden age of Hollywood at this warm, wood-paneled restaurant serving contemporary American cuisine. This is 3 money signs. 3 money signs.
Yes.
Okay, so anywhere
Wait,
from
how much is Hollywood and Vine? How many money signs?
3
Oh.
3 money signs. Well, it's because of the characters.
I
That's
know.
why they charge you that much. Yes. So dinner is awesome. We've had dinner here at the Hollywood Brown Derby. It's just a really great, inside it's really great. It feels like it is old Hollywood in there. It
Yeah,
really does.
that's really neat.
It's got a great, this is considered one of Disney's signature dining restaurants. Okay, which means that it's supposed to be top of the line, right? You're
I agree.
supposed to be
Yeah.
satisfied with your meal in this particular place. I mean, it's just, just to kind of give you a sampler, the appetizers, there's like pork belly or
The appetizers?
appetizers. The appetizers of the Hollywood Brown Derby. Butternut squash soup, shrimp cocktail, charcuterie board, ahi tuni? Ahi tuna carpaccio. Yeah, so people rave about the pork belly, which, they just love that. And then we have, of course, for the entrees, we have a char-grilled Angus filet, which I think is that what we got. I think we got fillets, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
And then there's Scottish salmon. And then, of course, Hollywood Brown Derby's famous Cobb salad, which is just a mixture of a bunch of different things. And then Wagyu burger, which is just, specific beef raised in Japan. And then plant-based Salisbury steak, Bell & Evans chicken breast, and then a Brown Derby cioppino, which is lobster, scallop, shrimp, just a bunch of different, seafood. So it's a really great meal. Honestly, it's not like it's... Here's the thing. It's not very exotic, right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
But it gets the job done. It's done really well. Mm-hmm. It's just really done really well. And
I haven't really heard anyone say they had a bad meal there.
I haven't. I have not.
I remember
My parents ate
I know I
there.
would have had the steak, like we said, the filet.
Yeah.
And I don't actually remember the steak, but I know that's what I would have ordered.
Yeah.
And I remember being really happy
Yeah.
with the meal and the experience and our waiter and all
Yeah,
of it.
I know. It was just really neat. And there's all the pictures of the movie stars up. And,
It was also before Harrison, so we could sit there
yeah. And
and
just
sit there
sip our drink.
and look around
Right.
at all the parents and say, "What the heck are you?"
Why
doing?
would you do that? Why would you have kids? I can't
we
believe
never
it.
said that.
Why would you even do that to yourself?
Well, your silence makes it sound like we did do
Oh
that.
my god. No, we
We
didn't.
always
No, we
wanted
always
to
wanted
have-
kids, yes. We didn't want him when we had him.
That sounds terrible.
You know,
he was
supposed to go to Hawaii.
He was a little earlier than
My
we
gosh.
expected. Which is,
Hashtag no regrets.
We're very lucky.
Yes, we are. He's awesome. We're very, very, very fortunate. So yeah, Hollywood Brown Derby, Ash. Gosh, I think you got to give it a 9.5, a 10. I mean, just why
I
not?
don't think I've changed anything about it.
It's so good.
Definitely on my list of places I want to go back to.
Yes, I agree.
We can dump Harrison on one of the rides.
And if you want, you literally could go to the Hollywood Brown Derby and get a hot dog for $8.
Well, I mean, if that doesn't sell you, I don't know what does. Have just a round of hot dogs.
The cheapest item is $8.
Round of hot. Well, I mean, but that's great. I think that's a good piece of information for parents because no one wants to spend $25 on their kid not eating some
fancy thing. Yes,
an $8 hot dog actually sounds expensive, but if they can get a hot dog for $8 at Disney, at the Brown Derby, that's a win.
Next time we go, there's an after dinner drink called the Nutty Irishman.
We just found out, guys,
the
that
Nutty Irishman.
I just did the 23andMe.
Yeah, and she's Irish.
And I'm very Irish.
Yes.
I mean, pretty decent amount.
34%.
I was told growing up that I was not Irish, but I think that was because
pretty
my mom
awesome.
did not want me to wear those, Kiss Me, I'm Irish shirts, on one day out of the year.
Is that why?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, my gosh. That's probably why. You're totally right.
And then all of a sudden,
You're
later
totally
on
right.
in life, she was like,
actually, you are Irish.
What?
Oh, yeah, great. Unbelievable. Yeah, so pretty neat. So I'll have to get a Nutty Irishman next time. And there's a grapefruit cake martini. Didn't you get that? Didn't you get a martini?
It sounds like something I would have.
I think you did. Celebrate the taste of the grapefruit cake, created at the original Hollywood Brown Derby in the 1940s. Our concoction will delight you with Deep Eddy, ruby red grapefruit vodka, Stoli vanille vodka, and a splash of cream with a graham cracker rim. I think you did get this.
Maybe.
Graham cracker ribbies.
Don't talk about rims.
Why? Why is that bad? Rims, ribbies, ribs everywhere. Why are you laughing? What is your deal?
Why are the rims
I don't
everywhere?
understand. Go above the rim, okay? Gosh. This is ridiculous.
What is... You're just trying to get me to respond.
Rims. You gotta get some new rims.
Hashtag rims. My what?
On your car. New rims on your car.
Do I really?
No. Rims.
Ramp.
Ramp.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Because you cracked up.
No.
Graham cracker rim.
It just sounded weird.
Okay.
Okay, let's move
anyway,
on.
we got to keep this family friendly. Okay.
Wait, why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. You're
No,
weird.
you're the one that said it. Gross.
Stop it. Okay. All right. So we love the brown.
That's it. We should end it.
Hollywood Brown Derby. Okay.
We love the brown, and then you
Derby. Okay.
I'm embarrassed of you.
I'm embarrassed of your face.
No, that
Every
couldn't
time
be
I
it.
walk around in public, I'm like, don't look at her cockeyed face. Okay, here we go.
My face is
I'm
darling.
kidding.
It's very
You have
cute.
a great face.
You married up, way up.
You married up. So you said you married up. Yes, I know. I think I married parallel or
Why
adjacent.
did you just say yes? I know.
Yes, you're right, honey.
Oh gosh, just can
Of
we
course.
move on? I want this to be over.
Yes. She doesn't care about you folks.
No, I do.
I care about
I just don't want to look at your face.
Ooh. All right. So then, of course, if you don't want to spend that much money, there is an outdoor dining area right by the Hollywood Brown Derby called the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge, which is just a quick service, $14.99 and under. You know, grab yourself a drink, a beer, and, a quick whatever, a burger, some pretzels, something.
What, hot dog?
Hot dog, yeah.
Graham cracker rim.
Graham cracker rimmies. Okay, so then we have Hollywood Scoops, which is just probably a place to go get some scoops,
Sounds about right.
right? And some popcorn. And then here's the weirdest thing in the
and
world.
popcorn?
We've talked about this before.
Okay.
Is Mama Melrose's, which you literally have to go look for this place. Like
We didn't even know it was there.
It's hidden.
Yeah.
It's really it's like in a corner of the park in Grand Avenue, not far from Muppets, not far from the Baseline Tap House. But you have to really go search for it because it's like tucked away in a corner. It's casual dining. It's 2 money signs. $15 to $34.99, and it's Italian. Really seems like a very charming place to eat. Like, do you ever see that movie, Return to Me, with Minnie
that?
Driver? Minnie Driver?
I don't think so.
No, you never seen it? It
Who
kind
else
of
is
looks
in
like
it?
that. She is like there's like this Italian restaurant or something that they own.
Who else is in it?
I think it's David Duchovny, maybe. Return to Me.
I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I mean it's a cute movie.
Okay.
We should watch it. I like it. Oh no. Yeah, I was right. David Duchovny and Minnie Driver and
Here, let me see.
Jim
Let me see a
Belushi.
picture.
It's
No, I haven't seen that.
it's on Prime Video. Oh my gosh, we should totally watch it.
Whatever.
It's on Prime Video for free. Why was that hard for me to say? Okay, and then of course we're gonna kind of skip over some of these guys because I don't want to bore you with all of them. But then of course there's Oga's Cantina at the Walt Disney World Resort. Or do you want to talk about Mama Melrose's a little bit more, Ash? What do you want to
No,
do?
I mean, we've never actually been in there, so I think it's fine too.
Although, here's an interesting question. How do you feel about Italian food
I was actually
at Disney
going to say that.
in the summer heat or the humidity?
My biggest thing about Italian food is that it's just, generally like heavier, richer food.
Yeah. It's great.
And yeah, it's really good. It just like exactly, we're always there and it's super hot and that doesn't appeal to me. Usually if we're going to an Italian restaurant, I will get like a salad. So as long as
Right.
I have some sort of lighter option.
Okay.
For some people that doesn't bother them at all. For me, I would want to make sure that there's something besides like some sort of heavy pasta option
Okay.
and pizza or whatever it is that they might have on the menu. So
Okay.
it's just me though.
All right.
But just depends on
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I guess, do I want to go get
Is it
like
lunch?
Alfredo?
Is it the end of the day? Or what are our plans after this? I would usually go
yeah,
with
if you're,
salad.
yeah, maybe if you like, you're going back, and you want to get some Italian and just kind of waddle your way back home.
Want to waddle?
Waddle. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
But-
fettuccine Alfredo, big heavy meal. Yeah, you're right.
That's usually, I mean, just in general, that would be the last thing I would.
Right.
Not because it's not good. Not good. Not because it's not good.
I'm gonna let you.
You know what I mean. I think everyone gets it. But yeah, just because of the circumstance that you talked about.
Yes.
I actually was going to say that, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. So, and then of course over in Galaxy's Edge, okay, there's Oga's Cantina at the Walt Disney World Resort, which is just. Actually, this is more of a lounge where you could get just like some snack food, but it's mostly about the drinks, to be honest, which is really neat. Like there's, usually there was like a line to get in there. At least when it first opened, it's very small. It's kind of a smaller place. Now it's probably, because of the social distancing, it's probably even less capacity, obviously. Then of course Ronto Roasters, which is mobile order friendly, at Galaxy's Edge, and this is like. It's funny. It's like one of these places that like is a huge hit. Like the Ronto wrap. Let me get the description for you guys here. This is like the big thing that our buddy who went to Galaxy's Edge, I think literally September of the year it opened. So before Rise of the Resistance, it was open. He was there. He got one of these. And it says, sink your teeth into a savory grilled sausage and roasted pork wrap at this exotic meat stall. And the people who go here They just absolutely, everyone I know who's had a Ronto wrap loves it. Just says it's so
everyone's
good.
obsessed.
Yeah. Roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw wrapped in pita bread.
It sounds great.
It does sound pretty
Tangy
good.
slaw.
I might actually try the tangy slaw.
I mean, really?
I'm not a slaw guy.
You know what? I don't like when coleslaw is super mayonnaise-y. I like when it's more the vinaigrette
Yeah.
type of slaw. What kind of a slaw
What kind of a
person are
slaw are you, sloth? Okay. And then, of course, there are beverages with alcohol here. If you notice that Disney, when they open a new place, for the most part, there's always alcohol involved. That was not always the case.
Yeah, for a long time.
But now Disney's like, hey, that's a lot of money we can have.
People want to booze up.
People want to booze it up. You're right.
Yeah, but I also think people are very into like specialty drinks for certain areas of the park or things that are themed. Everyone's all about that.
Yeah. So
now.
it's very much like an
Damn
exotic
millennials.
meal, right? Now here's the interesting thing. One thing I will say about Disney is as far as their dining options, they will go above and beyond to make sure that your dietary needs are
like
met.
that one time you told the restaurant that
Right.
I had a dairy allergy, which is not accurate.
Yes.
I have a dairy intolerance, and
Right. So
I'm not done yet.
at the
So does JB. The evidence is overwhelming.
I do not.
You do. But I sort of tried to explain that I did not have a dairy allergy, but it was too late. And the guy, our waiter, went above and beyond and had all these different options for me that were completely dairy-free, and it was really nice.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. At the Whispering Canyon Cafe.
So you can always mention that ahead of time, and they usually will have a lot of
Wasn't
options.
that waiter a vet?
Yeah.
He
Made
just
me
like
wonder
wanted to
why-
make some, but he like had a
Vets
free
make
clinic or
lots of
something.
money,
No, but I think maybe he had made his
or
money,
like a low cost.
and I think he just decided to do a low cost type of thing, and he made a ton of money at Whispering Canyon Cafe.
I
Probably.
just feel like the waiters at some of the restaurants in Disney
Just
must
so
really
great.
pull it down.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you have to give up a lot. I mean, you probably,
Give up your
you know,
nights and weekends. That's where the money is, right?
Yeah.
That's where the money
But-
is.
you know.
Although it was interesting, we went to Geyser Point, which is the newish bar on the Wilderness Lodge property. Really great place. I mean, gosh, if you're at Wilderness Lodge, go
You
hang
mean
out
me? When did we
at
do that?
the Geyser Point. Yes, with that.
Oh,
yeah.
we didn't really.
And the guy talked to bartender.
We just walked through it.
The bartender told us
We didn't hang out
which
there.
was pretty interesting.
Don't lie to everyone.
We did hang out there.
We didn't. They
we
weren't
did.
open yet,
We did.
guys.
We did. Don't listen to this one.
Yes, go on.
And he was interesting. He basically sort of maybe gave us a little too much info. I wonder if Disney would have been upset. Maybe.
He was just talking about how the summer season is actually their slow season.
Yeah,
which
for
you know,
the
you
bar
wouldn't-
things.
Right, for
Yeah.
that, which you wouldn't guess, I guess, but in another way it makes sense. He was saying how a lot of people that come over the summer they're on a vacation, they're there for 4 to 7
nights,
days.
and then they're done.
And they're getting their parks, and they're there with their kids, and they're,
Right.
kind of packed. And
Right.
they don't really plan any time to
Go
take
have
it
a
easy
beer.
and go, grab a drink somewhere. They've jam-packed their trip, which is interesting. And then, the other parts of the year are less like that.
Yes. So
Although the thing about that too is that for a while Disney was always their busy season in the summer, and now I don't think that's true.
right.
Right? Don't they say that it's like the fall now is the busy time
Fall is the busiest time.
because of food and wine and
How-
the weather?
not so scary.
And not so scary.
Yeah. People just don't care about their kids.
They just
Education
pull them
anymore.
right out of school.
Pull them out. They don't
I
need to
wouldn't
go.
care about that. I would pull Harrison out of school.
They
in
do
a
not
heartbeat.
need to know things. Anyway,
It's a few days.
so you're right. So basically, they will accommodate you. So there's like gluten, wheat allergy friendly. There's egg allergy friendly, fish, shellfish, milk, peanut, tree nut, soy. I mean, it's crazy. They provide you for every type of possible issue. They're very accommodating. They really are. So that's Ronto Roasters, and then I guess we're kind of now. If I was going to ask you, Ash. Now, obviously, we're almost there. We're almost done. So that's basically the options over in Galaxy's Edge. And then, of course, there is the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, which actually is a really cool experience.
Yeah, we've never done that, but you've done that with the fam.
Yeah, we did it once with the kids and stuff. It was cool. I mean, it's a place where you kind of sit in like 57 Chevys, and there's this like drive-in movie theater.
That's cool.
That you're sitting in. And you get, it's just, American food, burgers and stuff like that. Foods, I'll be honest, I was not super impressed with the food. But the experience was really neat.
How was the food compared to Hollywood and Vine?
I was better than that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it was table service, but it was really neat. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience more than I enjoyed the food. But
I just pulled up Facebook real quick, and look at the ad I got.
Perfect. Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Grand Floridian. Mm-hmm. So, and then of course there is Woody's Lunchbox, which we talked about before, where you could get a great grilled cheese sandwich, which is the grilled cheese and bacon and grilled cheese and ham. Oh man. And you could get, in the breakfast time, you could get those Pop-Tarts.
Lunch tarts. All right.
Lunch tarts.
Do you want some lunch tarts?
Yes, lunch tarts for all. Okay, Ash. That was really creepy. Lunch tarts for all. And then, of course, in Toy Story Land, this also is mobile order friendly. And Toy Story Land is going to, like we've talked about, they're going to get that quick service dining option in that area. So here's an interesting thing, and just wrap it up, I suppose. Ash, is you want to know what my restaurant wish list is?
Sure.
For Hollywood Studios?
Tell me.
I want them to take that Lightning McQueen, weird like Lightning McQueen experience that they have, like the theater experience, like by Rockin' and Tower.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Please
and
move
how
forward
cool would
with
it
your wish
be
list.
if they had a Hollywood Tower hotel restaurant?
It could be really cool.
And even made it sort of like a murder mystery type of experience.
No, I don't like that.
Just sort of an
I just want to
interactive
eat.
dining
I
experience.
don't want to be bothered.
Well, I didn't ask you. I was giving you my wish list.
Did kind of.
I was giving you what
I think that'd be too hard timing-wise to get the timing down and everything.
Well, I just think it would be cool. Like if they
I think
did
it's just
some
the theme
sort
is good
of,
enough.
maybe you go into the Twilight Zone. You know how they do the thing in, they kind of do some transformational things in restaurants like Rainforest Cafe. It starts storming, and raining.
Yeah, but that's not that
What if you
interactive.
What if you were just eating, and you
That's all I
suddenly
need. Just
went
eat.
into the Twilight Zone? Like the whole restaurant transformed. Like in,
that's
like
fine.
in the Animator's Palette.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want to be handed some list of clues, or I'm trying.
jeez.
I just want to eat and have everyone leave me alone.
Right. So I just think that would be really neat.
I think that would be cool. I mean, I think it'd be cool if they had there's games that you could be involved in if you wanted to, but
I don't think it's going to happen for a long time since they're opening the Toy Story thing, and probably won't ever happen.
I don't think it's ever.
It's just a
gonna
really neat thing. Yeah. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts,
We should say what
Spotify.
whatever's gonna be.
Well, our Bandcamp exclusive today is going to be Magic Kingdom Dining. We didn't do this right, did we? No, we didn't.
How
I
could
don't
we?
think we did.
No.
Magic Kingdom Dining versus Hollywood Studios
Yeah, just
Dining.
which one do you think is stronger?
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
We will go through that. That's going to be our Dining Smackdown on the Bandcamp exclusive episode. So tune in for that. If you want to subscribe, again, it's magicinthemidwestpodcast.bandcamp.com. $3 a month gets you double the apps. Double the apps.
Yeah, sorry, this one's coming out a little late.
It is.
I had a migraine.
Anytime we're late, it's usually because Ashley's health issues. Almost every time we've been late,
There's many times.
actually,
many health issues.
all the times we've been late, it's because of Ashley's health issues. So
And
please,
surprisingly, JB is very good about being very nice to me about it. But I was
I
like,
do care
in bed,
about my wife. Yes.
like couldn't move.
Right.
Such a bad migraine.
So
waited till-
those are legit and rough. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Thank you so much for listening. Anything to add?
Graham cracker rims.
Graham Cracker Rims from the Midwest. See you later.